everyone, I want to welcome you all on the behalf of Ludhiana College of Engineering and Technology. In this session we are going to start with the Python's operators. So if I'm talking about a Python's operator, so what actually a Python operator is, basically an operator is a special symbol that performs a specific task of calculation or the logical computation. The value that on which that operator operates, that are known as your operands. For example, like you are adding two numbers, suppose you are adding 2 and 3, and the plus symbol is known as your operator, and 2 and 3, these are your operands. So different type of operators that are available in case of Pythons are, first of all is arithmetic operators, then we have is your comparison operators, then we have logical operators, bitwise operators, assignment operators, and special operators. Okay, so firstly we are quickly going to start with your arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are those which are used for your mathematical calculation, just like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, this mod symbol, this floor division, this double multiplication. Now what is the meaning of all this? Suppose if I'm talking about your plus, minus, multiply, division, these are the simple basic mathematical operations. But if I'm talking about the modulus, what actually the meaning of this modulus is, suppose we are dividing a number 3 by 2, so whatever the value of remainder is, it will return you that. If I'm talking about the floor division, what does it mean? Suppose we are dividing 3 by 2 and we know that we'll get the answer as 1.5, but this floor division will give you the output as 1 only. Okay, so moving to the next we have is double multiplication. This double multiplication will do, whatever is written at the right hand side, that will become the power of the variable which is written at the left hand side. So we'll quickly see the implementation of all of these operators. So let's see, we have a number a equals to 10 and b is equals to 20. So what we are going to do, we are going to perform all of these operations one by one. So let's say I'm taking the add. This add will simply add these numbers. Then I'll take the variable as sub, which will subtract these numbers. Means subtract will simply perform a minus b. Then we have is mul, that means multiply. This will multiply these two numbers. Then we have is div. This div will simply divide a by b. Okay, then we have is fdiv, that means floor division, means a double division b. So this will floor divide this number, and we have is double multiply. This double multiply will do whatever, this will means a raised to power b, means whatever the value of a is, just raised to power b of that. Okay, then we have is your last one, that is mod. So in mod it will simply return you whatever the value of your remainder is. Okay, so we'll quickly print all of these values. So let me copy this function. So we have almost performed, we have performed 7 to 8 functions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So here first of all we'll print the value of add, then the value of sub, then value of multiply, then value of your div, then fdiv, then demultiply, and at last we'll print the value of mod. Then we'll save the program as a operators, okay, .py, as that is the extension of the same. So as we'll execute it, you can see these will be the answers that you will get. So first is a plus b, that is 30, then a minus b is minus 10, then we have is a multiply b, that is 200, and so on. So these will be the answer that you will get. Okay, Now what we are going to do, we are going to perform the second part of operators, that is our conditional operators or the comparison operators. What these comparison operators will do, these will compare two of the variables. Okay, if you want to check which one is greater, which one is smaller, so this will simply check that. So let's see, instead of this, now let's see, I just want to check which number is greater. So for the timing, I'll be simply checking it over here. So let's say I simply want to check which number is greater. So I'll simply check print A greater than B. If it will be true, it will give me the result as true, otherwise it will return me a false. So we can see it returns me a false, as we know that A is not equals to B. If I check A is greater than equals to B, it again shows me false because it is also wrong. But if I check like this, if I check A is less than equals to B, then execute it, so yes, it returns me a true. So in this way you can run the various conditional operators. Okay, so we can also check is not equals to, so there are so many symbols that are present. So I can also check is not equals to B, so yes, it's true because this is not equals to B. So this is one of the way to check the conditional operators. Now moving to the next, we have is your logical operators. This logical operator, if suppose we have two conditions and suppose any of those two conditions is false, then in case of AND, your result will be false. Okay, so if I'm talking about your OR, if any of the condition is true, then the answer would be true, and this NOT will simply return you the opposite of whatever the value is. So how we can do that? Let me take the another file. So let's say we have a number that is A whose value is true. Okay, so we have another number B, sorry, the T should be capital, and suppose we have B whose value is false, because these are the keywords and we know that our Python is case sensitive, so we have to remember these things. Okay, so I can simply check whether the value of, now we have seen A is true, B is false. So if I want to print A and B, so you can simply see it will show me. So these are our logic operators .py. So as we'll execute it, it says false because we know that it's false. So if we try the OR of the same, it will return me a true. So yes, you can see, but if I'll suppose here instead of this, I just want to check not A. So whatever the value of A is, it will show me the opposite of that. If it's true, it shows me false. If it was false, it shows me true. So you can see it shows me false. So if I do the OR of the same, the answer would be true only. So answer would be now false, true and false. Now then we have is our assignment operators. So what these assignment operators will do, see, if I'm talking about the simple equals to, so whatever is written at the right hand side, that value will be assigned to the variable that is written on the left hand side. If I'm talking about plus equals to, this will similarly work as x equals to x plus 5, and if I'm talking about divide equals to, multiply equals to, so this will work at x multiply 5 or x divide by 5. So we'll have a quick example of the same. So let's say here what I want to add A in B. So I'll simply write down A plus equals to B. Instead of this value of add, I'll simply print A. So if I'll execute it, you can see the same answer I'll get. Same here, I can do it with the help of B. So I'll write down B minus equals to A. So I can save it. When I'll execute it, sorry, so here I have by mistake written sub, so I'll use B now. I'll save it, and when I'll execute it, you can see the answer has been now changed. So these are the ways in which you can use your assignment operators. So if I'm talking about this simple plus equals to simple equals to, what it is doing, it is assigning the value 10 to the variable a. But there are two types of operators now. One is your single equals to, another one is your double equals to. Your double equals to will only return either true or false. So means suppose we have a number a equals to 10 and b equals to 10. So this will assign the value to a and b, but if we write a is equals to 10, this will check whether a is equals to b or not. Okay, so this is the major difference between both of these operators. Now we have some special operators as well. One is our identity operators, and another one we have are the membership operators. So if I'm talking about the identity operators, there are two type of identity operator. One is, another one is not. Means it will see whether what we are saying is actually true or not. Suppose these are the values, true, and this is also true. Now if I want to check a is b or not, so if I'll simply, so yes, it says true, yes, because a is equals to b, right? So this is what we are going to do. Next we have is not. So if I use is not, this will return me false because we know that a is equals to b. Okay, then we have is in and not in. That is our membership operator. So it will check whether that particular thing is available in that particular node or not. Now we'll simply see whether this h or some particular character is available in this particular string or not. Let's say I simply want to check h in a. So I'll simply save it. When I'll execute it, it says true, yes, because this h is available in this particular string. But if I'll check the small h, then it returns me false. Why? Because we know that our Python is case sensitive, so this will result in this particular false. Okay, so this is the second kind of operator that is available in the Python, which is the membership operators. So yes, one more thing that we can also check, that is not in. So when I'll try with the not in, it will return me true because we know that this h doesn't belongs to your a string. Okay, so these all are the operators that are available in case of your Python. Now in the next session we are going to start with the next topics, that is the control statements. So we'll study all of the control statements like if else, the else, nested if, else if, and other than that we'll also do the looping statements. Okay, thank you so much everyone. That's all for today. Hope you have liked this lecture, and if you have liked this lecture, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Have a nice day.